Welcome to Ravens Over. Please subscribe to my channel, also hit the notification bell, like this video and share. The abuse of two-spirit women, what they go through. Sometimes I wonder, how do we make it the next day? Welcome to
Hey, what's up? How you doing? How you been? What's going on? What's good? Are you getting it in? Somebody getting it for you? What's going on, people?
Subscribe to my channel. What's going on, people? It is a day of another day that we call
Wednesday.
With it being said, what's going on, people? Hopefully everybody's doing everything as far as being safe in this world we're living in and knocking down doors, making your dreams come true, and practicing ignore. Now, I want to talk to you. I'm not going to do the whole political correct thing. I'm not going to be this person that I'm trying to create a positive, try to do something as far as being lightning and, doing something as far as being encouraging, being a two-spirit woman. And the thing about it is that I want to talk to you. In other words, I don't want to do the whole smoke screen and all this everything. And so if you're kind of person, oh, she's about to make me depressed, and you need to go now. I'll give you a few seconds and go. You going? Hopefully. This is the thing with me. A lot of girls like myself always have that question in the back of our head. How long can I stay in this situation? We see a lot of things that happen to girls like us. And the thing about it, that I don't think people really realize that when we hear all these things about other girls, or we go through these turmoils and stuff like that, and, okay, prime example. If a man dates us, he gets to the point where I'll date you, I just can't be seen with you. It's almost as if you're polite to let us know that we're a disease. Like, we know that you're discriminated against us because you're separating yourself from us, but you are like us because you wouldn't be in the bed with us if you wasn't a part of it. I've never known nobody who wasn't a part of something and get in bed and have sex with it if they didn't like it. But when it's so funny, when it comes down to it, is how y'all separate yourselves from it, almost as if it's just my body, I'm leaving my soul outside. And it's amazing because I've learned that even if you're a two-spirit woman, we have the power to make the toughest man, the most gangsters man, become punks. They run, they hide, they do all this extra stuff like that. They can't stand in the truth. And look, and for the record, for you guys who are messing with us, females already know what's going on with y'all. Females are just waiting to wonder how many of y'all is it. That's the thing y'all still understand. They already know. They be like, oh, is they? Because let me tell you something. When I was working at my job and stuff like that, and I was going through the whole turmoil with the guy, I found out what I was, stuff like that, and he freaked out and stuff like that, and he went through this whole episode. In the end, he came back around me. In the end, he kept trying to be around me. In the end, he kept trying to make me laugh. I don't know what transpired within that part, whether he was the one who started the rumor about him and I don't understand. But in the end, he wanted to become friends with me. In the end, he was busting his ass. You know how somebody trying to do everything all silly, try to make you laugh. He went out of his way to try to make it right between him and I. But the thing about me is, once I see you, I see you. I'm just that kind of person. And I think it only has a lot to do with me doing all these deaths and stuff like that. I was not aware of this. But when you make me feel like I'm less than, how am I supposed to see you again after that? It's like an old saying, just like a celebrity. Okay, if you meet a celebrity for the first time, you think, how you doing? They go, oh, I'll give a prime example. I met Sylvester James Known Jr., known as Sylvester. Now, he was born September the 6th, 1947 in Watts, California. He died December the 16th, 1988. And it's stating that while Sylvester is still mighty real, ladies after dying from complication of AIDS, and he is known to be an icon in the LGBTQ community. So all we can say is rest in peace, Sylvester. Rest in peace. You're definitely legendary status in this world we're living in. If they didn't know about you, they know about you now.
He was like, oh, look at you. Oh, look at you. You must think you look. He said, well, look at you. You look like little Michael Jackson. It's funny now. I was like, really? And then I was like, so I kept going. Then I
His
met
name
Colonel
was
Abrams.
Colonel Abrams. Now, he was born May the 25th, 1949 in Detroit, Michigan. He died November the 24th, 2016 in New York City. And it is really sad because it states that his death, he died on Thanksgiving Day on November the 24th. And a crowdfunding campaign was launched in 2015 for GoFundMe in order to help Abram. He became homeless, suffering from diabetes and poor health, who had begun his own effort to crowdfund the album, encourage others to donate to Abrams instead of stating, as most of y'all may know, the recorded artist had no medical coverage and benefit. All I can say is rest in peace. Rest in peace. I just wish that when I met him in person, it wasn't so negative. It would have been some more positive instead of him making fun of me. But rest in peace.
Who the hell are you supposed to be? The singer Murder Abrams. I don't give my age away, but I was with this female, and she went off on him. She said, "You boxhead motherfucker." She went off on him. And the thing about it is that I met this other actor and stuff. I told myself, the one who plays Martin Luther King.
His name is Paul Winfield. He was born Paul Edward Winfield, May the 22nd, 1939, March the 7th, 2004. He died, and he was an actor. Now, the reason why I loved him so much, and I was happy to see him, because he looked so much like Martin Luther King. And when I saw him on the street, I ran into him. I was so happy to see him, and I was letting him know how happy I was. And then he just, well, whatever.
I said, "I like your movie stuff." I was giving him a compliment. He said, "Well, good for you." And the thing is, when somebody do something bad to you, you don't forget. Like, you do not forget what they've done to you. So, I went forward and everything within my life, and I'm still living, and I've done all these death stuff like that. You try to find a light within something that could be positive. You keep asking yourself, how long can this go on and me allowing this? And the thing is, being gay first to two spirits, it's like two worlds, but kind of like not two worlds, same breath. I know somebody said, "Well, you're dating gay men if they messing with you," because someone said that, which I'm sure he's watching as well. And the thing is, they're not the same. Now, I don't know if we're dating rentboy.coms, we date escorts, I don't know what they are, because we don't know. There is not a book or anything on them to let us know exactly what kind of men we're laying with. But at the end of the day, we are real people, and we're being shown to the world as boys. Prime example. Are you a top or bottom? Why would you be asking me that? If you're a straight man, why are you asking me my top or bottom? Because you're being introduced to me as a sexual fantasy, and you want to fulfill your fantasies to me. I don't know if a cisgender female was pegging him. Pegging him means that a cisgender weak female puts the dildo on and she fucks him in the ass. And there are a lot of men out here getting pegged by females, but I'm not going to go there. So I feel as though when they come to our side, they're like, okay, already got the female already broken in. All I want to see was like to be with a real girl with the real dick attached. Whether they went to real men, or they went to girls like us, or what the kids be, I do not know. Not too many men has been very honest. Only one man I've been with was honest, say he was with a guy before. The rest of them have lied. I know damn well you got too much experience between my anatomy, but not to know what you're doing. Ooh, mother live. And the thing is, it's just the thing of being treated like a disease. And it's like, I'm not gonna keep saying I'm a human being. I'm not gonna say, because with me, I'm a little different. I'm a lot different, only because I feel like this. I don't want to be bothered, and I'm scared of me. And when I say I'm scared of me, it's too much abuse. Like, and my sisters, y'all know I'm talking this truth. When it's too much abuse, when do we get the hell? When do we get the hell? That's all I want to know. When do we get the hell? We get it by society. We get it by the parents. And by no means I'm all society for somebody. So when you said everybody, I don't mean everybody for the record, but I'm going to just say, we get it by society. Society makes fun of us, treat us like a dog, and yet still discriminate against us, laugh in our face. Shh, shh, they go one. Be friends with us so you can point us out to your friends. And then when we walk past you on the street, they say, well, that's not a real girl. Then their friends be like, how do you know? Look like a girl. Watch this. Raven. And I turn around. Oh, shit. It's amazing how people move when it comes down to us. Then also it's a man that's supposed to care for us in our bed. He's ashamed of us. He don't want nobody to know about us. Yet still, he will kill us to keep his secret a secret. But at the end of the day, he's fucking us. And let me tell you something, guys. Females know what y'all doing. Females just want to know how many of y'all doing it. And let's say this for the guys. Females out here doing the same shit y'all doing. Since I've been on the side of the fence, I learned I can get a lot of pussy that I never get on the other side. I never even know, this is like some, my life is like a bad direction fucking movie. Everywhere I move, it seems like I'm just fucking up. Yes, I would have probably been with a female if a female did not kill my child. Yes, I probably would have. But due to the fact that I see women a lot more different than the fact that you could kill and get away with it, I don't see y'all the same. But that's the reason why I have not been with a female. Because until I could get that image out of my head that a female that I'm with could kill my kid, I can never be with a female. Because I don't trust y'all. Sure, I don't trust men, but that's to the extreme to me. And if that was before this, because if they would have had the baby, I would never became this. I would have lived my life, I guess, like the DL life, but I wouldn't have lived the DL life because I was faithful. I stayed with one person, was that female. I would have stayed with her, and I was with her. But I'm not going to go into that because the bitch probably watched, because the bitch be all over everything, too. Anyway. It's just amazing how you get treated so much like a disease.
You know they don't believe you.
And the thing is that the girls like me, something you should think about, just I'm just saying you don't have to, but you know how there are a lot of children inside adoptions, places that want to be adopted, that being put out on the street, sold, everything. They are hurt just like us. And I always said before, you girls would make the greatest parents. You girls would be the greatest parent. Oh, I don't think, yeah, you would. Because you know why? That child in that orphanage is hurting just like you. If you're a good producer, I'm not talking about no molestation, whatever shit, some people gonna try to twist the fucking thing around. That child in that orphanage is hurting just like you. And all that love that you have, and we know you got a powerful love, that unconditional love, that caring love, that I'm gonna help my baby love, y'all got that love. Y'all could give it to that child that's not getting nobody to love them at all. Just imagine, listen to their life. That nobody wants them, nobody wants us. They get thrown into the system, we get thrown into the system. They get thrown out on the street, we get murdered and thrown out on the street. They end up becoming sex workers, some of them try to survive, some become killers. We become other things as well, and keep trying to survive. We are already patterned to that need. And I always said before, piggyback on, I went to adoption agency, and I wanted to adopt 2 children, and it was 2 boys. They were one was born on. There were 2 boys that were born on Valentine's Day. This is a while back. And I went to the whole child, you know, you have to go through the whole trial and everything to see if you're a fit parent, do the background check, and then they have people sign the papers, stuff like that. But I passed the background check. Okay, I'm starting to vent. I realized that I don't want to tell you everything because I know I got too many enemies watching. I don't want to give them too much bullets for the gun. And the thing is, they waited for me to go do the house check. That means that I got approved for the children. Had to go see the kids. I saw the kids' pictures. I never saw them in person. I never had a communication with them. And I went to a female. And I told her what I was doing. And she talked me out of it. She said, I need your help with my kid. So I helped her. Anyway, I don't want to go into much of that. But the thing is that I was dating a guy, and after that, he said to me, I can't believe you will let her do this. And it's so weird because I saw women so differently. I closed my eyes to everything about a female. I closed my eyes to the woman who birthed me, and she would say really mean things to me, but I never believed her. And I realized as getting older that I cater to abuse. That's probably why I do these stories, because this is what I'm familiar with. That's probably why I do all this stuff. Because well, even though I try to do things that's positive and stuff, y'all don't give a shit about that. Y'all say y'all do, but I'm not saying everybody, y'all don't give a fuck. You know. I can put all this bullshit together, and y'all pay that shit no matter, oh well, whatever. And the thing is, the only time y'all, anyway, and y'all probably wouldn't even see this video because I don't give a fuck about this either. But anyway, I'm just saying, I guess I'm just venting. I'm blogging for what the fuck I was supposed to do in the beginning. I let somebody talk me out of it.
As of November the 2nd, 2019, the Trump administration says adoption groups could turn away LGBTQ families under the proposed rule. The Trump administration seeks to roll back on Obama-era rule to classify the sexual orientation, gender identity as class of protection for discrimination. A proposed rule by the Trump administration could allow foster care and adoption agencies to deny their services to the LGBTQ families on faith-basis ground. The proposal will be enormous effect on the true lives of large peoples in the LGBT, an advocacy organization by the LGBT, lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender family, said on the Sunday Department of Health Human Services on Friday, which could roll back to 2016 discrimination regulation instituted by the administration of President Barack Obama that includes sexual orientation, gender identity as a protected classes. Any organizations including foster care, adoption agencies, or other entities that department funding is now free to discriminate if it is what Ms. Brogan Cater said. The proposed rule could be published by the Federal Register as early as Monday, following by the 30-day comment period after the comments were closed, and it will become final rule. Critics such as Ms. Brogan said the rule would allow organizations to place their personal religious belief about the needs of the child in the care of but the administration countered that it is not preventing LGBT people from adopting. Administration is a rollback off of Barack Obama era rule. So basically they're saying, according to the Adoption Network, there are more than 400,000 children in foster care since in the U.S. More than 14,000 cannot return to their families and are waiting to be adopted. And they're saying that due to the fact that this rule about religious belief, agencies can deny you adopting children. They'd rather them stay in the system and not have a family at all. What is wrong with that picture?
And if I would have just went through and picked me for once instead of picking someone else, I would have had my kids. I probably would have never been this way because I was that way. And I would have just moved on. I let somebody talk me out of it. And the people understand, the ones going to understand what I'm talking about. When you love too hard, you pay harder. And a lot of y'all may not understand like that. When we love you, we really love you. We go way beyond the call of duty for you. If we have $5 and you'll say, I need some money, we will give you 4 and try to make it on them 4 fucking quarters to make sure you got it. And at the end of the day, when it all transpires, you'll say, well, you ain't have to do a damn thing for me. That's usually our reward. And we'll get mad at you, we'll get upset, and guess what we'll do? We'll end up helping you again, unless we just voice your ass mentally, physically, and keep your ass away from us. It's not in our nature to not care. But they consider it as a disease. There are so many kids and stuff that's being put up in the system and stuff, and you listen to their horrific story, the stuff they're going through, thrown away, can you imagine how broken they are? Like us, broken. I just think it's something we should really think about. Two-spirit women and two-spirit men. I think it's something somebody's like, oh, they're going to confuse them anymore. But then the thing about it is that that's your opinion. But sometimes people don't give a damn who loves them. Because y'all be like, oh, how could you pick a black baby? Two white people raise a black baby, you know the coach. But you wasn't going to go get him. You wasn't going to go get her or him. You was going to go in the system. You ain't giving shit. But as soon as somebody else gets up there and do it, here it is, y'all got all the goddamn words to say. You ain't give a shit. And it's just something for my sisters and my two-spirit sisters and brothers to think about. Because gay men are doing it. Gay women are doing it. I don't see us doing it. And we are the ones that's the most loving, nurturing. We've helped more gay men. We helped more butch queens get jobs, get up on their feet, and at the end of the damn day, they had nowhere to live. We stayed with them, put them on their goddamn feet, and at the end of the goddamn day, some of us are not even rewarded. Some of us are just ignored. Some of us are being stabbed in the back by the same fucking ones we helped. So why not have your own? Just something to think about. Because I'm going to tell you something. If I had my own kid, I might be worse parent because I know my little daughter probably a fucking whore. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to let her get away with fucking murder. I ain't going nobody around her because due to the fact that I'm two-spirit now, I understand the luxuries of the fruit of my labor. I didn't know it before, but now I notice that everything on me is a target for something else, and that's not what it's supposed to be. It was supposed to be something trying to be much more passable. It was not something supposed to be sexualized, but I realized that as of now. When I did what I did to myself, was only trying to become much more blending in. Once I realized I'm never going to blend in because of who I am and what I am, it became like a problem. Like, okay, fuck it. Why bother? That's where you go on Instagram and see how I look like shit. I don't give a damn because I really don't. I do just bit stuff like that and I try to get a little bit more decent because of the camera. But sometimes y'all see me without even looking decent. I don't really care. It's online. You can go anywhere and look for me. I don't give a shit. But I can tell you one thing. There are a lot of beautiful two-spirit women out here, two-spirit men, but I'm sick of my sisters. No offense to my two-spirit brother. That would make great parents. Y'all love just as hard. Y'all give that child the healing that they deserve. I'm just saying, actually, you got to do it. But it's something to think about. Somebody in that house you come on to loves you unconditionally. All you got to do is provide for them the love they never got, the same way with you. Get them on their feet, help them, push them along the way, positively, not negatively, and don't be beating all on them, because they've already been abused. You know what it's like to be abused. So you would be more better as far as parents, my personal opinion. You're not going to bring that slavery mentality on taking your child and beating them with a switch. You'll say, listen, we need to have a conversation. Except we need to talk about this. A child will respect you even more. Say, okay, kids are bad, stuff like that. But you was a kid too. It's called empathy. But I just think it's something shit to think about. And I think about it when it comes out to me. Because when these children out here that end this stuff like that, a lot of them end up broken. And it's so horrible to even see that event. Just something that I thought about. I know I would make a great parent. Because I know how to love. And I know my two-spirit women, y'all know how to love. Your love just was directed to the wrong person, the wrong thing. And just because you get a vagina don't mean that you're going to get the right man. Only you just got was just a vagina. And men would get that anyway, so it's not going to be a big issue for him. But to find somebody to love you and find somebody that loves you, to give you the love that you want. And I'm not saying sexualize for somebody to make it sexual. I'm talking about there is a child out there that's hurting, that's looking out the window right now crying, wishing that somebody would just love them enough and care about them. Think about it. Think about how many times you lay in the bed and say, I would only need somebody to care. Sometimes you could care about somebody, love somebody. It don't have to be about sex. I have sisters that I love a lot. It's not about sex at all. But to a 6-person frame of mind, they're going to think that because they sensationalize us through sex. Then I talk to us like a productive type of person. I can do this video stuff like that. They'll turn the volume down and get some lotion and just jerk off to me talking. Don't give a shit about what I'm saying. All this is a fantasy. Don't even give a damn about the message that I'm receiving or giving. But it's something I need you to think about. These are thoughts that went through my head. I want to share them with you. And I want to see the thoughts you share through your head. You know, also with the man in my life and stuff. I'm always questioning being with the man in my life. Am I closer to death by pulling him closer to me? Because I don't trust men. I just don't. I definitely don't trust women. That's why I ain't with one. I'm just all fucked up. But it's just something to think about. Just something to think about. Comment below if you feel good this video. Tap this Instagram button. You follow me. I follow back. Which I love you. And thank you for watching. Catch the rain.
Alright, come on baby, let's go on Instagram. Woo. Like I said before, subscribe to my channel. Now I know I'm not the only one that has a lot of thoughts when it comes down to being two spirits. A lot of things we see, we can't believe how we're being treated like a disease. Comment below, does that happen to you? Do you realize that we get discriminated against, yet and still we didn't want us to remain happy? If we talk about it, it's like, oh, you have a problem with your transition. It's not about being a problem with our transition. It's how we're being treated. At the top of this Instagram button, you follow me, I'll follow you back. Love you. Love you.